Hello and welcome to The Essential on this Wednesday the 7th of November. My name is Jonathan Masters.
And I'm Dave Tipping, and coming up on today's show.
Later this month, the National Union of Students is leading a national demo over student fees and the general hard time that students are getting at the moment. LUU held a talk about the demo last night.
The Police and Crime Commissioner elections are looming, but despite a debate last week, the voter turnout, particularly with students, looks very poor.
And Leeds Kirkgate Market is under scrutiny again. Andy Seddon looked into the 12 options now being proposed by Leeds City Council to improve it into the future.
We'll also be having a look at what's been happening in the world of gadgetry this week with the Tech Roundup and, of course, the essential question. But first, Jonathan Masters has this on this week's demo.
Anonymous, Occupy, NUS, not something you usually associate with demonstration, but a few students at LUU are standing up for the rights of students everywhere in Leeds, London and throughout the UK with a demonstration to stand up against the government who they feel they've been ripped off by.
On the 21st of November, NUS is leading a national demonstration through the streets of London.
The campaign, endorsed by the LUU, aims to get the word out about the March on the Streets of London, giving voice to students that feel let down and disillusioned against government legislation.
What we tried to do was to implement the market into education, to start making profit out of our education.
Including issues such as the 300% price hike on student fees, awful employment prospects after graduation, and a group of students dubbed the Lost Generation. The march is sure to make Westminster take notice.
The aim really is to really fire people up, make them feel empowered and start putting the things that are important to Leeds students on the agenda.
The march, set up by the NUS, is a continuation of the campaign started in 2010 in which students protested what they felt was mistreatment by a government that had promised them the world.
Because it's kind of realising or maybe remembering like how much we have been screwed over so much. Not just us, you know, our brothers and sisters and our mates and the people who are younger than us who are going to have an even worse deal as the years go on.
If you feel like you want to get involved with the demonstration on the 21st, you can go to the help desk to find out more, or find out more online at luu.org.uk. In the meantime, this has been Jonathan Masters reporting for LSTV. The Police and Crime Commissioner elections take place on the 15th of this month. But how much do you know about it?
Well, if you said nothing at all, you'd be in the majority, worryingly, as we found out in last week's essential question.
Carl Taylor has this report.
With the Police Crime Commissioner elections approaching on November the 15th, we went and asked some students if they knew who they were going to vote for.
No. I didn't even know there were elections.
What's that?
I actually don't.
No, sorry, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it.
Because I don't want to be ignorant, but like they haven't made it enough publicity. Like I don't know who to vote for, so I thought rather than wasting a vote altogether going for the wrong person, I just thought better not vote at all.
No.
Do you have any idea what they are, or
No.
any of the candidates?
No.
I've no idea. Absolutely no idea.
The Crime Commissioner will be responsible for policing for over 2.2 million people around West Yorkshire and Leeds. And yet still the voter turnout is expected to be low, particularly amongst students.
It is worrying. I mean, it's really good that the government's been putting a few more flyers out recently, but it's worrying that someone that's going to have so much power is a position that no one's really heard of. I'm meeting with all the candidates to make sure that they take students into account. I think half of it is actually just making sure student voices are heard, because sometimes, you know, young people can be demonised in sort of a crime agenda. But there's so many issues, whether it's things like burglary and street robbery, whether it's sort of more specific things like, you know, rise in hate crime in West Yorkshire, or, you know, the right to protest. There's a lot of issues which affect students, and we'll be making sure that those are on the agenda with the Police and Crime Commissioner.
On the 15th of November, criminals will hope you do nothing.
Leeds Kirkgate Market could be facing a downsize, reorganisation or even new management after a consultation with Leeds City Council.
Yes, following a customer survey in the summer, 12 points have been outlined to improve the service, but customers nor traders alike seem too impressed.
Andrew Seddon has this.
It's Europe's largest indoor market, established in 1822 and still going strong, but for how much longer? Leeds Kirkgate Market is currently the subject of much debate over investment, size, maintenance and more. Market traders are complaining of a lack of investment in the market by Leeds City Council, while what seems like countless consultations are put forward to improve it. The latest such consultation asks for shoppers' comments on 12 possible improvements to the market. It follows on from a survey earlier in the year that asked people for their views on how the council should invest into it.
Leeds City Council, as well as design and management firm NPS Group, have proposed 12 different ideals for the market based on the previous consultation. The first, to improve structural issues in the market. The second, to improve heating and cooling systems, particularly indoors. The third, to create a heart to the market where events, performances and more could take place. And finally, to improve the layout of the market so it's more chronological.
More controversially, one of the 12 proposals is to reduce the market's size, including the possibility of seeing the demolition of the 1976 and 1981 halls. Plans could also see the outdoor markets moved inside. And from the stall holders themselves, some very mixed responses.
At least they've got some plan together, because certainly something needs doing. There's something about the market that is nice in that it's not homogenised, it's not like everything else. It's individual, and every stall's individual, and it's ramshackle and it's spread out. That gives it character.
You know, it used to be an excellent market and then they ruined it.
Yeah. It's the customers that don't shop here. Look, it's totally empty. Customers don't come into the market anymore.
At a recent press conference, Councillor Richard Lewis said the council doing nothing wasn't an option. In a statement, he said, "We have no hidden agenda. Absolutely nothing has been decided by the council regarding the market's future, other than we want to make it the best market in Britain. This is genuinely open public consultation. In the short term, the council cannot afford to resolve all those issues in one go. Therefore, it is important that we know which issues we feel are important to tackle first." It's not just the market traders, though, that are frustrated with an apparent lack of progress from the council. A lot of these customers were unsatisfied too.
All those stalls is closed. You can't get anything in the market now. You used to be able to get everything you wanted in there.
I think they should throw it all down and do it all again.
They're charging too much for the stalls. People can't afford it.
It'll just lose its atmosphere it's just so natural. A lot of people get together and no, it's going to really spoil it.
It shouldn't be smaller, it should be big. It should be a very big market. Anyway, for the size now it's okay by me.
To be quite honest with you, I think it does okay as it is. I mean, as an October morning today, and even on cold, very, very wet days, it's always quite busy.
The consultation continues for the next few weeks, with the public feedback shaping a so-called crunch report due to go before council executives next year.
Henstock with your weekly roundup of what's been happening in the world of tech.
Hello and welcome to the 60-second tech update. There's been big releases from Apple recently, including the iPad mini. The smaller iPad has a 7.9-inch screen and is considered to be by Apple the perfect size to get a rich iPad experience, yet be able to control with one hand. The small screen size is not a Retina display and has a slower A5 chip than the iPad with Retina display with its A6X chip, but it does include Apple's new smaller and faster Lightning connector. Finally, in Apple news, lead hardware designer Johnny Ive has also been given the title of lead software designer. This means that not only will he be designing Apple's products like he has over the past 10 years, but also iOS and OS X products. Remember Pixo? For many it was a first experience into making a website and a gateway into learning HTML. But sadly, Pixo is closing down due to high running costs. They've advised users to save as much content as they possibly can because they won't be keeping it after the shutdown. Hurricane Sandy has caused major problems to a lot of popular websites due to power cuts to data centers. Gawker, Gizmodo, Livestream.com and BuzzFeed all experienced major power outages as Lower Manhattan was plunged into darkness due to the flooding. And that's all for now for the 60-second tech update. I was Alex Henstock, back to you.
Here's Zara with the weather roundup.
England, the place where it rains every day and weather forecast just doesn't matter. But here at LSTV, we still have a bit of faith in the weather broadcasting. Hence, here I am, Zara Khan, with this week's weather update. Today, the maximum is going to be 10 degrees Celsius with the minimum going down to 9 and a cloudy day. Tomorrow, the maximum is going to be 11 degrees Celsius, tiny bit warmer, and the minimum being 7 degrees Celsius. Friday, another cloudy day, is going to be the maximum of 10 degrees Celsius with the minimum of a chilly 5. So bundle up for the rest of the week. It's going to be a chilly one.
Finally, it's the essential question. And with news that the university could change the timetable to have exams before Christmas, Joe Randlesome headed out to get your views.
The university are proposing to change the date for the semester 1 exams. I went to find out what people thought and when they wanted their exams. The university are proposing to change the date for semester 1 exams. When would you like your exams to be?
I don't know, before Christmas, I guess. January? Yeah. Never.
Exams to be?
After Christmas, I think. Yeah. Because I won't have enough time to study before. Like, I need to catch up on reading, which I haven't done, and I have to do over Christmas.
The university plans to change the date for January exams. When would you like your exams to be and why?
What, the exact day? Oh no, after Christmas. Because I need the month to revise.
January's fine. Yeah. Middle of the year, like end of first semester, it's fine.
Oh no, January, like middle.
End of the year.
Well, we got no class, and we got no principles.
So when would you prefer your exams to be?
After Christmas, definitely. Because then I can revise over Christmas. Yeah. I don't like them after Christmas because I don't want to do work at Christmas. Just want to open presents. So summer's fine. Yeah.
Thanks very much. Question. The university are planning to change the date for January exams. When would you like your exams?
When? They're working for me when they are. Yeah?
When are you proposing? Before Christmas, so much better. Yet. I got so excited. Because then you can relax over Christmas.
Oh no, I think I prefer them in January. I wouldn't want them at the end of term. I don't know, because I've got loads of stuff to do in term time.
Before Christmas, if we had enough revision time, I wouldn't like it if it was just right up until the day and then just a week of exams. If we had proper revision time, 2 weeks minimum, then yeah, before Christmas.
I think the basic gist of things is that people want it before Christmas. As long as there's enough revision time and it will be able to fit in, then yeah. So that's the essential question this week, more next week.
That's it for this week. If you've got any news to tell us of, email us at news@lstv.co.uk. And remember, if it's going on
in
or around the union, it's essential.